Hi, and welcome back to the new episode on Pavni Tells. In the last episode, we did the series Prince Rama in Gurukul. So we shall continue that and start the new series also today, right? So I hope you all are taking care of yourself, staying safe, being fine. So today's chapter, we begin again where we had left in our last episode. Prince in Gurukul. So, in the last episode, we had explained how Lord Rama, with his brothers, had reached Gurukul and what all they started learning there. They had started mastering Puranas, Vedas, and the military skills as well, under the guidance of their Guru Vasishtha. So we shall continue this series further. So, a true warrior must be excellent archer, as archery is most important if you want to defeat any enemy in battle. Guru Vasishtha instructed the princes. Under his supervision, they learned how to use a bow and arrow, right? To perfection and practice shooting targets like an apple strung by a thread from a distant tree. Although Lakshmana and Bharata and Shatrughna were excellent archers, by the time they finished their training, Rama was the best. The princes also became expert in chariot driving, horse riding, and hunting. So these were other areas that they mastered under the guidance of Guru Vasishtha at the Gurukul. One day, Guru Vasishtha informed the four princes, "Your time in Gurukul is over. I have taught you everything I know. You must return to your kingdom Ayodhya. Now it is your duty to practice my teachings in your daily life. But always remember that whatever you have learned here must be used to protect the weak and the helpless and never hurt others. We shall never forget what you have taught us, Guruji." With folded hands, Rama spoke on behalf of all his brothers. "Please bless us so that we might succeed." The four princes touched their Guru's feet. Vijay Bhava, be victorious always. With that blessing, Guru Vasishtha bid the four princes goodbye. In this series, we shall start with the next chapter from this beautiful epic Ramayana, the breaking of the bow. Okay, so demons had been disturbing the peace at sage Vishwamitra's hermitage. So he requested Dasharatha, king of Ayodhya, to send his eldest son Rama to get rid of them. Rama and his younger brother Lakshmana killed the demons and restored peace in his hermitage. Sage Vishwamitra was pleased. One day he suggested to the brothers, "Let us leave for Janakpuri, the Janakpur kingdom of King." "What is happening there?" Rama inquired. "King Janaka has organized his daughter Sita's Swayamvar," he said. So, children, Janakpur was this beautiful kingdom built by King Janaka, who was Sita's father. "She shall choose her husband through a contest. Great kings and nobles want to try their luck too." "What is the contest?" Lakshmana asked. "Whoever breaks the mighty bow of Lord Shiva shall win Sita's hand in marriage," Sage Vishwamitra replied. "We shall be happy to accompany you," Rama said. The three set for Janakpur. On the way, Sage Vishwamitra explained, "The bow once belonged to Lord Shiva, but is now in King Janaka's possession. Sita is King Janaka's adopted daughter. He had discovered her as a baby in a furrow while he was ploughing a field. After After a long journey, the three reached Janakpur, a majestic city. It had lush orchids and gardens, lovely lakes and ponds with fountains, and fine squares and bustling markets around. The royal palace had bejeweled tapestry and staircases. So, this was a beautiful scene at Janakpur, which was the kingdom where Sita belonged from. So, children, in our next episode, we shall continue this chapter. For today, we come to an end of this episode. We shall be back in our new series with this beautiful epic Ramayana. Till then, stay safe, take care of yourselves, be fine, and we all love you, children. Please continue watching the new series on our next episode, Pavni Tells. Till then, take care, stay safe. Bye bye.